Ich bin Robert Barty, ich spiele Kontrabass. Wir haben hier mit einem Quartett gespielt. Also es gab ein Klavier, Schlagzeug, Trompete und Kontrabass. In diesem Jazzfestival seit 15 Jahren war kein ungarischer Musiker hier. Ich weiß nicht warum. Das ist ein gutes Gefühl, hier spielen zu dürfen.
Die Jazztage sind über 30 Jahre alt und haben sich in dieser Zeit doch zu einer der bedeutendsten kulturellen Veranstaltungen Ingolstadts entwickelt. Wir haben wenig Veranstaltungen, vielleicht noch die Sommerkonzerte zwischen Donau und Altmühl, die eine solche überregionale Ausstrahlung erzielen wie die Jazztage. Die Jazztage haben vor allem in den letzten 10 Jahren eine Entwicklung genommen, die heute dazu führen, dass sie eines der bedeutendsten Jazzfestivals in Deutschland oder darüber hinaus ganz Europa sind, und darauf sind wir auch in gewisser Weise stolz.
Auf jeden Fall können Sie auch sein. Was ist Besonderes dieses Jahr?
Gut, dieses Jahr gibt es eine Reihe ganz besonderer Highlights wie Andile, wie Sass, wie Melodie Gardot oder auch die Jazzpartys. Aber insgesamt haben wir in den letzten Jahren eine Struktur entwickelt mit einigen Highlight-Konzerten, mit den Partys hier im Hotel, mit Jazz in den Kneipen, die sich sehr bewährt hat und sehr gut trägt. Und was, glaube ich, ganz besonders an den Jazztagen Ingolstadt ist, dass es uns immer wieder gelingt, sehr große Künstler in einem relativ intimen und persönlichen Rahmen anzubieten. Also wenn Sie jetzt hier ins Hotel gucken, sind es sehr kleine Säle, in denen die Künstler auftreten. Es besteht also ein direkter Kontakt zwischen Publikum und Künstlern. Und auch, wenn man Jan Delay gestern sieht, der Saal, der ja rund 2000 Besucher fasst, ist für Jan Delay ein kleiner Saal, der füllt ganze Hallen oder Stadien. Also wir bemühen uns, Künstler in einem sehr intimen und persönlichen Rahmen anzubieten, und das wird auch von den Künstlern selbst wieder als sehr positiv wahrgenommen. Dazu kommt, dass die Künstler alle im selben Hotel wohnen, also auch zwischen den Künstlern sehr viel Kontakt entsteht, sehr viel gemeinsames Musizieren möglich ist, vor allem in den späten Stunden, dann hier in den verschiedenen Räumen im Hotel. Und diese gesamte Atmosphäre zeichnet, glaube ich, die Jazztage neben der Qualität der Künstler aus.
Guy has a PhD on the Bach fugues here, and I came to him to study, and it was a very immediate connection because I expected someone real else, and he's like a jazz player. Suddenly I saw a jazz player that likes improvisation and deal with composition, with modern composition. So we started to develop this together, and to eventually started to check for new instruments like the iwi or the seaboard. It's like a new means of electronic expression. So it's always something that we keep in mind.
If I may add, as much as I was his teacher at the beginning of composition, he was my teacher for playing, because I was coming from the academy world back into jazz, and I looked at him as a natural performer, and I still learn a lot. So this is why this duo is working strong for us, and we like collaborating with other musicians too. And this year in Ingolstadt we got Uzi Zimring and Per Mattison on drums and bass, together performing as a quartet.
So nice. And you were here 2 years ago. You were here in the Ingolstaedter Jazztage the first time. And this year you came with a new album, Landing, and with new musicians. So how, yesterday you had your performance. And how did you feel to came back again to Ingolstadt and perform in the same venue, same city, and feel the same atmosphere? How was it?
I mean, this is a wonderful festival, really warm and close. It's nice like to have a close environment like that where you can feel the audience, you can feel the staff, you can feel the other bands, the other musicians. So we're very, very happy to be here again. It's a great honor for us that you invited us again.
And if I may add, yes, we got a new record out. We recorded it with legendary sound engineer Jan Erik Konchag in Oslo. And yes, we felt that this year we came with an even better lineup than last time. And it was great, all in all.
As you already told, that this year you're using new instruments like this keys, and what is this instrument called?
This is called an iwi. Actually, it's the initials for electric wind instrument. Actually, I played it also 2 years ago here in the festival, but now I'm using new sounds. We're always adding like synthesizers that it can control and get a sound from the sound source. And the seaboard is of course a new addition, and the sound that we always work on combinations. We try to combine sounds, electronic sounds together to blend in in organic way. So the seaboard is a wonderful addition to this.
Yes, Maurice just said it. When you get a new instrument, you get certain sounds to go with it, but then your work as a musician starts because you want to make those sounds personal, and the editing of the sounds is a process that takes a long time to find. You want to find your personality in the instrument, so there's you need to go deep into synthesis and to understand what's going on, and sometimes it takes really like months to refine a certain sound that you like. And of course, like Omri said, to combine the sound with the iwi and to make one instrument out of these two instruments. That's what makes it's the beginning of a sound of a band, if we talk about something like that.
And how long are you using this instrument? Because it's pretty new, you told us.
Yeah, I was maybe the first one of the first few buyers of the instruments. I got it like 5 months now. I'm still studying it. It has lots of possibilities. It has actually, beside the keys over here, there's this part which is totally fretless. I can play chords with different positions of the hands and get to totally new combinations. So it will take a long time to know the instruments, but so far it's been a lot of fun.
Is this your first time on this festival?
It's not my first time, it's my 5th time. It all began in 2011 when I was part of the festival with my trio, and afterwards came here and sat in with the late night musicians, and somehow it had a wonderful chemistry, so I decided to stay for 2 more days spontaneously to just hang out with the musicians from New Orleans. And subsequently I got invited to be part of the band, to be the pianist, because it was such a good match, and that's since 4 years every year. I think jam sessions are an important part of what makes jazz, and probably every jazz festival has a jam session, but maybe not every jazz festival has such a vibrant jam session, because I feel there's something that they bring, musicians from New Orleans, such a natural, organic, musical and open mind that it's really not about competing with each other, but it's really to blend and to make something happen all together. That's very special.
So I'm going to do something called live looping, where everything I record is going directly into this box. It's fun. All right.
When I first met you, caught my eye. You were the perfect definition of superfly. I danced closer as did you, but I didn't know that you liked it too.
Hi, my name is Butterscotch. I am from Sacramento, California, and I'm very happy to be here in Ingolstadt.
Tell me something about your name.
I actually wrote a song called Butterscotch a long time ago, and I brought it back to school when I was in high school, and it was some really stupid punk rock song that just, the chorus was just butterscotch, 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 and then it just stuck, you know. So it's funny because people always search for, you know, what they should call themselves, and then I had like searched like other stupid names, but it just kind of came and stuck. So.
Yeah, but we can say your style is totally different from that punk rock stuff, right?
Yes, my music is definitely a lot different from punk music. Although I love all types of music. You know, it depends what kind of mood I'm in. You know, if I'm kind of in an angry stage, then I might want to listen to punk music or hard rock, especially when I was a teenager.
Yeah, it's not a common thing to do beatbox for a girl. And also for me it was quite special. I could listen to you. And how do you feel between so many guys doing this and you are a girl doing this?
Yeah, I mean, it's beatboxing within women is definitely growing. When I started out like 10, 12 years ago, there's only like, that I knew of, only like 2 or 3 other women that were really, you know, proficient at it and really, really good. Now it's becoming a lot bigger, so I think that's great that, you know, it's not, you know, and it doesn't, I've always, you know, I grew up playing sports and played with a lot of boys, so it wasn't so much of a difference to, you know, music is music, sports are sports, so it's, you know, as long as I'm having fun and nobody's, you know, talking down to me or disrespecting me, I think it's all been good fun.
Ich heiße Gabriella. Mein Spitzname, mein Nickname ist Bella Martini und ich lebe hier in Ingolstadt. Ich bin hier aufgewachsen und mache seit fast 14 Jahren Musik und habe seit 2 Jahren ein eigenes Projekt, das heißt Bella Soul.
I started 20 years ago and it's my 4th year here in the office. So I organize the jazz office I help in the organization, and I work together with the creative, with our festival producer Jan Rothau. We all like this work, and it's now, I think it's a big part of the culture life of the city of Ingolstadt, and it's famous in Germany. It's very famous, and so it's a good reputation for the city.
30 years ago, I met Jan Rothau the first time. Our friendship started. We talked to each other, and we found out that we love the same music. We love music from the groove music from in the jazz, like Spyro Gyra and Miles Davis, and Jan Rothau has also a passion for drummers. He loves drummers always. Steve Gadd, he loves Dennis Chambers and all this. And so when you see the program of the Jazztage Ingolstadt, and you have this on your mind, you can see that always a special drummer is here on the scene every year.
I suppose you are friends because it's quite a rare combination to play accordion and saxophone together, just two of you. So, is it true?
If you say that, maybe it's true for you, but even in France, the people, when they say accordion and saxophone, they don't know what it could be. Yeah, they don't know how to think about that, but yeah, accordion, it's kind of typical French instrument. But we know some players from Italy who had this mix also with accordion and saxophone, or accordion, clarinet. But we are still French anyway, yes.
And I'm asking you, are you friends?
Yes, we are French friends. For 5 years, we met 5 years ago. And it was the beginning of this story. We started with Daniel Humer, he's a drummer, Switzerland French, and from this band we decided to make this duo and continue our music together, and that's it. And it's because also, for sure, we are a good friend, and it's really important for us to mix a good relationship and to make good music.
Giggly had John, I lived in Rome, painted black on his own. The leftover bread was used to feed into the mice that came into his head. Collected strange things Use buttons, condoms, walking sticks, and green tea leaves. He surfed on the sun, thought his angry feet could slide. Well, he was wasting time for the slowly run. His softens hard for a brand new start.
This was the first time for my band, the Verionash Experiment, to play in Ingolstadt, and actually I've been to this festival before, a couple of times, maybe twice, and I really like the vibe of this place, of the whole city as well, and the vibe of the festival is very informal, very personal and nice, and playing here gave me the very similar experience of being close to the audience and close to the organizers and everyone who worked around us, and it was great. It's very nice.
So how would you describe the atmosphere here within the whole festival? Like, you felt very comfortable, but you will also stay the next days here. What do you expect from this festival?
I really want to rest for a couple of days because these past few weeks have been crazy for me, and we've been playing a lot, and we're working on a new album at the moment. So for us, it's quite hectic at the moment. So I'm very happy that I can stay for a couple of days here to check out other bands and listen to great music. And during the day, I'm planning to just relax and work a little bit, but really just to have a good time. And I think this festival is perfect for it because we have the nice hotel rooms and the nice food around, and in the evening there is great music. So I'm expecting the best for me.
The leftover bread was used to feed and through the mind that came into his head. Collected strange things, used buttons, condoms, walking sticks, and green tea leaves. He surfed on the sun, thought his angry feet could slide.
Not my first time here. I think the first time here for me was maybe 15 years ago. So I've been coming regularly for a long time. So when I come to the hotel, I know everybody, you know what I mean? And I know the neighborhood here in Ingolstadt. I even took the tour of the Audi factory 15 years ago and was on the Autobahn driving way too fast. So I'm very familiar with the festival and with the city.
Donc on te considère souvent comme une ambassadrice de la bonne humeur. Est-ce que ça te décrit bien?
En tout cas, je travaille à cultiver des bonnes choses dans ma tête et dans mon cœur, donc c'est un travail. Je dis pas que j'y arrive tout le temps, parce qu'il y a des fois où je suis pas de bonne humeur, où je peux être triste, enfin voilà, je suis un humain.
You'll give me so much satisfaction. Started up a chain reaction, trying to work out in my mind a way to let you know. Oh, darling, you're asking me to be strong, but I can't see the wrong in what I'm doing. Just want to hold you every day. Locked inside this feeling, won't you here to stay? I'm holding on to the pieces of my dream. I'm still holding on to the pieces of my dream. What can I do but to be true? I'm getting such a strong sensation, and it's not my imagination. It's not in me to pretend, so try and understand. Oh, darling, my heart has chosen to belong, and I can't see the wrong in what I'm feeling. I know it's time to say goodbye. I'm not living in a lie. I want you to stay. I'm holding on
I'd like to celebrate a man who has put this production together. His name is Jan Rothaus. If I haven't spelled his name correctly, you know, I think he's done 20 years, and we're celebrating his anniversary here. And can we bring Jan to the stage? Because Jan's very, very important in making this all possible, because it's his production. And if you like this place, make a big noise for Jan. Jan. Jan, like I said when I came up on stage here, this is a celebration of life, and the people that are here come here because these are the true lovers of music. You know, these are the people that spend the money to come to concerts. These are the people that support musicians. Without you, we don't have this wonderful life that we have. And without a production like this, we don't have a continuation of nurturing the music. Look at, there's so many young people here, and older ones like myself. But what's important is that you put yourselves on the line and you bring great musicians. We're so happy, we're humbled that we can take part in a celebration like this, because there are so many great people. I just feel, are we worthy? But obviously you've given us so much love. You've brought us here more than any other band. Incognito has played at this festival more than any other band, and we don't take that lightly. We are thankful for what you've given us, and on behalf of all the musicians that ever stepped on the stage, on behalf of all the musicians that traveled from all over the world to come here and play, we thank you for your dedication and your love to music and your passion to this festival. Thank you. And you get flowers and a very pretty girl as well. I can't believe it. Man, you're a lucky man, Jan.
Actually, that girl is his daughter, Belle.
Oh, wow, even better. Even better.
Ich wollte auch noch mal ein paar Worte sagen, und zwar in meinem Namen, auch in den Namen von uns allen Mitarbeitern. Wir wollen dir so herzlich danken, dass du dieses Festival zu dem Festival gemacht hast, das es heute ist, dass du ihm dieses ganze Leben eingehaucht hast, weil wirklich dieser Mann steht hinter diesem allen, dass ihr diese wunderbaren Bands heute hören könnt. Und das muss gefeiert werden nach 20 Jahren. Und damit ihn jeder erkennt und wirklich jeder erkennt, haben wir dir einen ganz speziellen Ausweis anfertigen lassen.
I know you were expecting a brand new BMW, but this is very important.
Also erinnert euch an den Namen Jan Rothaus. Er steht hinter diesem geilen Festival und dieser geilen Musik und diesen wunderbaren Musikern.
So Jan, I just want to ask you, instead of asking the audience tonight whether they want more music, I want to ask you, do you want some more music?
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, okay.
Forget you lot. This is
More
for
music.
Jan. Do you want more? Yeah. Okay, let's do some more.